Hi friends, my name is November. In this video, I'm going to be talking about my catatonic experience, what happened, how it relates to schizophrenia and schizoaffective disorder, because I feel like this issue isn't widely talked about in the schizophrenia community, and it's very real and very persistent for me, so I wanted to talk about it. So first, to give you a little bit of backstory, I have a bunch of disorders. I've got schizoaffective bipolar type, BPD, PTSD, OCD, anxiety, and I feel like I'm forgetting something else, but anyways. So with my schizoaffective, I've had it since I was 19. I got diagnosed when I was 18 or 19, and before that, I was diagnosed with major depressive disorder with psychotic features. And when I was 18, I was in my apartment alone, and I would see bugs on the wall, and I'd see like shadows, and then I started seeing faces of demons. I was so depressed that I couldn't move. Like, everything felt heavy, and I felt that way apparently one time in high school, because I remember talking to my therapist when I was in high school about it. But when I was, 18, I could barely move. I don't know how to explain it. It was like the signals weren't connecting in my brain. And last night, I was hallucinating, which I hallucinate a couple times a week, so it's not that big of a deal. But I was hallucinating, and what I usually hallucinate is voices telling me to kill myself and cussing at me. But when I was hallucinating, I was laying in my bed, and I could barely move. It's like, I haven't felt this way in a long time. I could barely get up to go to the restroom or tell my godmommy that, I couldn't move. So I could barely move. I wasn't very responsive, and my godmom actually called. I told her to call the 911. So we called 911, and the paramedics came out, and they didn't know what the heck to do. They just looked at me and were confused, and my godmom's sitting in the living room here and trying to talk to them, and they're like, whoa, your vitals are fine. My vitals were my BP was 108/64. My heart rate was 82. My pulse ox was 99. So they're like, well, the hospital can't do anything for you. But for 2 hours, I could barely move, you guys. It was scary. I felt like it was hard to move. It was just too much work to move, so I wasn't even going to try it. I make this video because I want to share people that they're not alone. And I knew what it was when it was happening, but I did Google it, and it popped up on, AI or whatever, and I know AI is not a doctor. But I did Google it, and that's what popped up. But, and another thing that happens to me is my friend, one of my mentors, noticed that when I hallucinate, my eyes stare up at the ceiling. And I told my doctor that okay, just confused. I'm not going to mention names, but I had Dr. A. I told Dr. A that my eyes were looking up at the ceiling. Well, she's actually a nurse practitioner. So I told nurse practitioner, let's just make it this. Called nurse practitioner. I was like, my eyes are going up in the ceiling. She's like, are you seeing stuff up there? I was like, no, they just do that. And then I got a doctor, and the doctor told me it's catatonia with my eyes going straight up in the ceiling when I hallucinate. I don't see anything up there. They just go like that, and they stay up there. And then Dr. B, or the doctor, not the nurse practitioner, told me what it was, and then she left, and I got back to Dr. A. But, yeah, so that's my catatonic experience. I haven't had it in a long time. I hope I don't have it for a long time. I just got some new medication switched around. I don't feel comfortable saying what medications I'm on due to the fact that everybody works differently, and I don't want to tell someone, hey, I'm on this medication, it helps with this, and then them try it and not helping them disappointed. Work with your doctor and your team, because you guys know what's best for you. I know what's best for me. The medications I'm on, I will say I've been on and off so many medications I can't keep track. And another thing is, when I had that catatonic episode, I hadn't hallucinated for a whole week. And usually I hallucinate 2-3 times a week for 4 to 8 hours. So that's that experience. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the description box. I will make a video answering them. Okay, bye.